Hi everyone, this is your Monday morning weather update and I hope you had a nice weekend. Definitely a little below average temperature wise here to start the new week. Yesterday not so bad, but today will be a couple of degrees cooler throughout much of Southern California and the west. And then of course in the Pacific Northwest we're doing what we do best, another front coming on shore with another round of some showers. But let's get to the forecast in downtown Los Angeles first. A little bit of patchy fog this morning. We'll settle to about 50 before the temperatures start to go back up again, and then we'll end up in the mid 60s. So we should be about 70, so we're just a tiny bit below average for this point in the month. 61 degrees with clouds increasing later on tonight. In San Diego, definitely a chill in the air this morning with some patchy fog. We'll get to about 63, so that's still a cool day, probably still warrants a jacket, and it'll be a chilly feel once that sun goes down, which is, technically, you look at the clock, it's an hour later now. So as we look at the Pacific Northwest, there's that front. It's still offshore. That is moving into the Pacific Northwest, so that rain will be with us through the afternoon, evening, and then probably through the overnight. It'll probably take till later tomorrow before this system pushes east. Expanding the view here across the rest of the country, we do have a big area of high pressure. Now remember, the circulation around high pressure is clockwise. So if you follow that around, you get a northerly flow in the eastern half of the country, so that's cooler weather for the southeast. And then you have a southerly flow on the backside of it. You follow the clock, so that southerly flow produces an area of warmer temperatures in the middle of the country. So that's what we're seeing for today. Back here in the west, 80 degrees in Phoenix today, so not so cool as you head inland a little bit. 72 in Las Vegas, but we're definitely cooler than normal for both San Diego and Los Angeles. 62 degrees in Sacramento. 77 today in Palm Springs, 81 in Brawley, but just in the low 60s here for both Santa Barbara as well as Oceanside. And I should also mention that there are some pretty rough seas out there, so there are some high surf advisories and whatnot posted for those that are near the beaches. As we look at our 7-day forecast, we are going to see an improvement. Remember, 70 is normal, or about where we should be, and we get above that, I think, by the end of the week. And I'm blocking it a little bit, but there's the big number there at the end of the 7-day forecast. Maybe it gets into the upper 70s about a week from now. That is your Monday morning weather update. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.